When you're doing this exercise, keep in mind that the neck is a very delicate part of the spine. There's a lot of nerves, a lot of ligaments, a lot of muscles, arteries, veins in that area. If you have pain at any point doing this exercise, please stop and consult with your healthcare professional. Go to the chiropractor, go to your physiotherapist, your osteopath, so they can mobilize the areas and work with your neck, help you get better, and then you can do the exercise at home to improve your movement. In this video, we're going to be talking about the cervical spine, your neck. This is one of the most mobile areas of your spine. The joints of your neck, the facet joints, are aligned this way. So this is from behind, this is from the side, this is from the front. So they have a lot of mobility. They have lateral flexion, they have flexion and extension, they have rotation, and even some circumduction. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do as a warm-up and as mobility exercise is to go over those ranges of motion. The first one is flexion. So by flexion, you're going to have your head on top of your shoulders. Try not to flex with your thoracic spine, with your mid back. You're going to flex with your neck. So you're going to bring your chin to your chest. Just go like this. Go back to neutral. And go down like that. Back to neutral. And go down. You're going to do 10 of those. From the front, just like this. Bring your chin to your chest. And go back. 10 of those. After that, you're going to do extension. So for extension, again, don't extend with your mid back. You want to extend with your neck. You just bring your head back as far as you can. From the front, like this. Do 10 of those. Now, another way of doing extension is extending, but keeping your head and your eyes and your nose looking forward. So that's another way of extending. This is a little bit more difficult, but that's another way to extend the neck. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is rotation of the neck. So you're going to rotate to your right. So you're going to try to go as far as possible to the side, to your shoulder. Bring your nose to your shoulder and go back to the center. You're going to do 10 of those and then do 10 to the other side. You're going to notice sometimes that you have more range of motion to one side. That can be because the vertebrae are misaligned and are causing restriction of movement of the joints, and you have misalignment there, or you have a lot of tension on your muscle stiffness and we need to stretch those muscles to strengthen some of the other muscles as well. So you do 10 to one side, 10 to the other one. Then we're going to go to lateral flexion. So lateral flexion, please keep your nose pointing forward. So do this in front of the mirror, and you're going to go to the sides. Try not to bring your shoulders. Try not to rotate the neck at the same time. If you have restriction of movement, you're going to know to see that instead of lateral flexion, you're going to bring your shoulder up, or you're going to couple that movement with rotation. Okay? So you just go to the side, 10 to one side, and then 10 to the other one. You might notice that you have more range of motion to one side than the other one. Like some stiffness, tension on some of the muscles as well. So again, 10 to one side, and then 10 to the other one. The next motion is circumduction. So you're going to slowly, you don't get dizzy, you're going to go one side, pause on the center, go back again, and then go to the other side. So this is how we're going to start with the exercise, with some mobility. Do as many as you can during the day. That will help you to bring some range of motion. And now we're going to go to some stretches. Now, for stretches, what we're going to do first, we're going to start with the trapezius. This is our muscles that get really tight, especially when you sit for long hours in front of your computer on your desk. So the main thing that we're going to do here is we're going to be sitting. You're going to grab your chair. You can do this on the desk. you're going to grab the chair right here, nose pointing forward, and you're going to do lateral flexion. And you're going to pull a little bit, not too much. If this hurts, don't do it too much, right? You're going to hold that 10 to 15 seconds, even 20. And you're going to feel a good stretch there on the trapezius muscle. Then you go to the opposite side and go again. 15 seconds. Keep breathing when you're doing this. Right? So you're going to do 3 to each side. Now the next muscle is the elevator scapula. This muscle goes from the neck to the shoulder blade. Right there to the scapula, and what it does is elevates your shoulders. When you sit for long hours, this muscle gets really tight. So it's going to be pretty similar to the trapezius muscle, but now instead of just going to the side, you're going to rotate your head and look down that way. So you're going to go like this, and then that way. And you're going to feel a good stretch right there on the elevator scapula muscle. Hold it 15 seconds, then go to the other side. Remember, lateral flexion first, rotation, and look down that way. And you will feel the stretch around that area right here. Right? Remember, three sets. The next one is the SEM muscle. This muscle goes from the mastoid process to the clavicle and the sternum. Now, muscle is tight, that will pull your head forward. Right? So you're going to put your hand below the clavicle, below the collarbone, right here. Press in and down, so in and down, bring the chest down to have some traction right there. And you're going to bring the head to the opposite side and then bring the head back. And you're going to feel a big stretch on this muscle right here. And so rotate and go back. Sometimes when you're doing this, you have some pressure on the miscellaneous and the neck. You might feel, instead of here, you might feel it on the other side, and this is some compression. Okay? So try to avoid that then. Go to the opposite side. Remember, clavicle, bring. Put your hand here, in, down, bring your head to the opposite direction, and go back. You might feel even that it's pulling on your jaw. And again, hold that 15 seconds, 3 times in the side. The next one is going to be forehead posture stretch. So if you're doing this the whole day, what you're going to do, you're going to bring your shoulders back as far as possible, and then hold that 10 to 15 seconds and go back. We're stretching the chest here, we're bringing the shoulder blades together, and we're bringing extension to the neck. Swap. Those are 4 basic exercises that you should do for your neck, especially when you're at your desk. Now for this one, we're going to need a towel. If you have restriction of movement on rotation, extension, this is a good tool to use. You're going to put your towel around your neck, and what we want to do is bring some more range of motion by pushing a little bit. Okay? If you have pain, go to your chiropractor. You can adjust your neck to allow the joints to move better, reduce the tension on the muscle, reduce the pressure on the nerve. Okay? But you can do this at home to improve a little bit. Okay? So usually when you have restriction of movement, it's because one of these joints is misaligned and you cannot move your neck completely because that vertebra is not moving. Okay, so this is how you can improve the range of motion. First, you're going to put the towel around your neck and you're going to look for that restriction. So you have 7 vertebrae on the neck. You're going to start from the neck low and go a little bit high. When you feel that restriction of movement, you're going then to extend your neck a bit. So don't pull forward, don't punch your back, keep yourself straight, and don't pull too hard. You're going to extend. And pull a little bit equally in both sides. Now, if you have restriction of movement going to the right side, let's say I have restriction of movement going this way, I'm going to now move my neck and I'm going to pull with the right side a little bit more. To bring some mobility to that area. If I have it on the left side, I'm going to move to the left and pull a little bit to the left side to get that motion improve. Okay? So really simple. Don't go hard on this. You want to be really gentle. There's a lot of anatomy on the neck, a lot of nerves, so you don't want to pinch a nerve, but you don't want to hurt yourself, okay? Now, again, on the side, if I have restriction of movement on the right side, I'm going to pull a little bit with my right hand. If you have restriction on the other side, I'm going to pull a little bit. So that's a really good exercise that you can do at home. So for the next exercise, we're going to be working on the deep cervical flexors. When you sit for long hours, these muscles get really weak and you're going to hunch forward. So this will help to bring your head back into a normal position. So you're going to go against the wall. You're going to bring your heels, your buttocks, your shoulders, and your head against the wall. And you're going to slide your head up and bring your chin down. Try not to do this, try not to do this. Relax and just move your head. At the beginning, it's a little bit hard, but you get used to the movement. Remember, it's just sliding your head up and bringing your chin down to your chest. Hold that for at least 1 second when you go up. And you're going to be doing like a double chin here. And go down. And go down. And you're going to do at least 10 of those 3 times.